Us by now have seen on social media somebody posting. It's kind of like the digital version of an autographed picture. It's a video with somebody saying somebody's name, and it's a celebrity that people know. What is the underlying value that Cameos got? Because something tells me it's more than just these video clips.
Well, thank you for the question, and thanks for having me. For the talent, the value prop is that we are helping talent get paid to become more famous and more beloved. When you get a cameo from someone, you like them more than you liked them before. And in many ways, every video becomes a living, breathing billboard for that artist or that comedian or that actor, and it reminds people how great of a person they are. On the fan side, it's really about spreading love virtually. And in a year like 2020, where we couldn't see, our parents for Mother's Day or Father's Day, you couldn't share graduations or birthdays with those that you loved, Cameo is a way to share digital love. And that's one of the reasons I think it resonated so much this past year.
It also seems to me that you're part kind of speaker agency, part event promoter, because as you scale this, my understanding is that you're planning to have kind of backstage type events that people get access to so you can get payment from multiple fans at once. And you're also planning to expand the B2B aspect. And we know that companies love to book certain celebrities to speak at events. Is the potential for you to get that kind of a cut and maybe that scale of revenue with those efforts?
Look, I always like to say at Cameo, we're opening the red velvet rope, not just for fans, but also for businesses all across the country. If you're Nike or Adidas, you know how to get in touch with your top tier athletes or actors. But, for mom and pop businesses across the country, they have no way to get to Hollywood. So in many ways, we open the red velvet rope, and that's what we do.
I got to say, Steven, I've gotten a cameo. I got Loretta Swit from my stepfather who loves MASH, and I mean it's a great product. I'm curious, can you walk us back to the origin of the business, because it seems so obvious now, given the wealth of celebrity we're in, given the ease of technology. But where was the idea pitched first, and to whom?
Well, we had the idea leaving my grandmother's funeral of all places, I think where, every billion-dollar idea ought to happen. My co-founder, Martin, was at the time an NFL agent, and he had one client, a guy named Cassius Marsh of the Seattle Seahawks. And he was telling me that Cash had this big personality, but he couldn't find him any off-the-field endorsement deals. And right before that, ESPN had a documentary that said 80% of NFL players go broke 5 years after playing their last game. So we were really trying to find a great way to help talent and fans connect, but in a way where the people like Cassius Marsh of the Seattle Seahawks, our first person, could make some off the field income while becoming an even bigger hero to the people that love them. So it really started with the idea that the selfie was the new autograph.
Stephen, good morning. It's Deirdre. I actually bought my first cameo a few weeks ago for my brother, retired Leafs player Wendell Clark. His reaction, it was priceless, but I have a hard time imagining that I would do it again. There was a lot of surprise and excitement, but that's going to be hard to replicate. So what can you tell us about the stickiness of Cameo customers? How many are repeat buyers?
Look, we have over 2 million customers at this point. The product has an NPS in the high 70s, which puts it up there with the iPhone as one of the most beloved consumer products on earth. Most people say that high NPS is the #1 leading indicator to long-term customer retention. And we're really dedicated to building out a new suite of products that's not just buying another video, but coming to do other interactions. And through our Cameo Calls product, which is a live meet and greet that we've just launched, our fan club product that's coming out. Our larger vision is to create technology that allows every talent on earth to have a personal relationship with each and every one of their fans. And a lot of this has to do with new product roadmap that's coming out.
Right. And Stephen, last question for me. How are you moving upstream, so to speak? You guys are well known for your roster of, I guess, D-list celebrities. Are you attracting more as you guys grow?
Look, I think #1, I've never believed in A-list, B-list, D-list, C-list. At the end of the day, someone like Wendell Clark, right? He's not anybody's A-list, but for your brother, that was somebody that could delight him so much. So I think what we've really learned in the social age is that every single talent has people who that might be their favorite person in the world. And for us, it's all about building relationships, making sure that people are having a great time on the platform, because the talent that are on Cameo, they love it. They tell their friends. And when you look at the names that we added last year, Cameo's tipping in the same way I think you saw TikTok tipping. If you went to TikTok 2 years ago, you would not have seen J-Lo or Justin Bieber there. And now today, if you don't have a TikTok, what are you doing? It's very similar. And I think we're at that tipping point right now in our business.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.